Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another edition of Rave Diaries and Tower Block Tales with yours truly, Uncle Doug's. So, today, what we got for today? So, the last episode was about the Pure Organisation and Dance 91, and right at the end of that video, I did pull this board game out, and I said maybe we'll talk about that. So, what I've done is I've just stopped the camera, started it again, and we're going to talk about this. But before we do that, I just got to remind you, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Of course, alongside this Rave Diaries and Tower Block Tales, I've got the video diary going up once a week as well, which we call Run Come Follow Uncle Doug's. So if you subscribe, you get all of that. It's all right, isn't it? So anyway, right, before we open it up, let's give you a little bit of background on it. So my memory, like everything on this channel, I'm trying to give you a little bit of proof, whether it be a ticket stub or a game or an item of clothing or whatever it is. I'm trying to give you like a receipt. But I'll tell you the truth about this game. Someone actually bought me this as a present further down the line. Big up Elisa Hudson. Thank you very much. I haven't seen you for a little while, but she bought me this for my birthday a few years ago. I think it might have even been for my 40th birthday. Anyway, but it's an original from 1991. So what I'll do is I'll tell you my personal memory of what I remember when this game come out, and then we'll talk about the game, and then we'll undo it and have a little look in there and see what's in it. Yeah, so let me put it up like so you can see it properly. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? So yeah, from what I remember, it came out in 1991, and obviously 91 was the rave boom. Even though we'd had the Summer of Love and this, that, and the other, 91 was a big rave boom, and people like myself, I guess we were the second generation of ravers, and this game coincided with that time, and basically it got banned before it even really come out and sort of made it into any major shops or whatever it was, you know, wherever it was going to end up being sold. It got banned because the idea of the game is to get a flyer, buy a ticket, buy some drugs, dodge the police, make it to the rave. That is the idea of the game. So as you can imagine, around that time everything was a little bit dicey with the law, with the government. Of course, you know, the rave scene was pretty frowned upon around this time. So yeah, WoW Enterprises, whoever these guys were, they must have known I was taking a risk at the time, but fair play, they did it. And it was a cult game. I mean, I know these go for a few quid, I know they do. Or they did, I'm not sure, I don't know now, but they went for a few quid. They didn't sell loads of them because, like I say, it was barred before it come out, but I know that a few got sold. I've seen a few over the years, but yeah, so basically it says on the front, and if I hold that up like that, you'd be able to read it for yourselves hopefully, but just in case you can't, I'll hold that there for a sec. It says, WoW Enterprises present Rave special unlimited edition, guaranteed legal. You've collected the flyers, you've followed the convoy, you've dodged the security, now play the game. Admission 2 to 6 ravers at any one time, suitable for ravers of 16 years and over. So yeah, let's have a little look in here. The object of the game, we'll open it up first. Alright, let me get this open here. It's got, do you know the funny thing? I mean, I've never actually played this because I wanted to keep it as it is, but what I remember of this game is everybody that had it, see the rules there, this is obviously the rules to the game now. Everyone I knew that had this game didn't know how to play it. I think it was, considering we was all ravers and most of the time we was all twisted, it was the most complicated ball game I think in the history of ball games. This is the board, yeah? So let's open this up. This is the board. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay. So what you can really see is here. I mean, I've never played it madly, but I'm assuming you start right on the outskirts and you find your way in through the rows. These must be police blocks and stuff like that. Oh, these are different, like these are Dove Farm, Love Shack, Morecambe Downs, Tokerton Farm, Dove Farm, yeah, so these must be venues. So basically you must start on the outskirts and then you find your way in and you've got to avoid the police blocks and find the venue, and I'm assuming this is the rave in the middle. So that's the board, and then you get you get a stash, which is basically, they're not real, but oh, well, Yeah, no, they're not real. Just checking. They're worth a fortune if they was doves for 91, flipping it. So yeah, you got that, and then you got another stash here, which is, and then you get these flyers. Look, orbital. Well, you can see all these. So, and then on the back is a little bit of information about each rave. So there's a load of them in there as well. And then you've got these that are like, if you play Monopoly, these would be community chest and chance. Your Uncle Finbar has gone into futures and options. You have inherited a 15k sound rig. You get paid £10 for every turn. They're so badly done, the wording comes off the side of the card. But anyway, that's one. That's a good karma card. That's a free trip card. That's a flashback. That's a willpower. You've got the power to reject one negative dance or vibe card. So there's loads of these. Stash card, hip hop card, low on gas. There's loads of them. So that's one lot of things. Yeah, they're called vibe cards. And then you've got dance cards over here, which I'm assuming are the same thing. Much like community chest and chance on thingy. This is your money here. That's how you buy your Jack and Jills. Oh, slippery little vibe card. And then you've got an A to Z in here as well. An official A to Z. Trip City, Escape and related suburbs. So this tells you the names of all the different places that were on the board. Spliff Up Lodge, Strawberry Fields, Puffin Moor, Poppet Green, Love Shack, Moody Lane, The Wicked Warehouse, Gimme More, Hanging Hang. Anyway, you get the drift. There's a few A to Z's in there as well. And then underneath this, if I take this out, do you know what, this is the most I've looked at this. I've always just kept it boxed up and out of the way because I'm a weirdo. But so the original one came with this poster, which is this one here. I don't know, can you see that okay? Hopefully you can see that. So yeah, it came with this poster that's got a little cartoon strip up here. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit closer for you. Can you see that okay there? So if you freeze that, you might be able to see that a bit better. But anyway, it came with that. And if I remember correctly, the original one came with I think it came with a mixtape as well. Or a compilation of tunes, something like that. But yeah, so basically that's the game. I mean, I'd love to explain to you how you play it and all that, but I don't really know. And I don't think anyone actually really ever learned how to play this game. But the gist of it is, like I say, you start on the outskirts, you go to the record shop, you pick up the flyer, you buy your bits and bobs from your dealer, you dodge the police, you get to the rave using your A to Z, and when you get there, jobs are good and you've won. So, yeah, but out in 1991, that was just that little board there at the end, in case you wanted to see that as well. Them tokens must sit on the board. Them tokens must sit on the board and indicate other things. And here's the game rules. Look how many rules there are, look. Rumours, dealing, flyers, movement, vibe cards. There's this many pages of rules to play the game. Do you know what I mean? And they were selling this to, well, people like us. You know what I mean? When we was in our prime, I don't know what they were thinking. But anyway, it is a really good piece of memorabilia. And I've got to thank Elisa Hudson one more time. When this came out in 1991, I didn't have the money to buy anything like this. I was on my YTS money, £37.50 a week, plumber on the local council. So this was like a luxury item. But I remember seeing them, and I remember wanting one so badly. And then here we are now, all these years later. And if I'd have had one back then, we'd have tried to play it and we'd have ruined it. So I'm glad that I got it further down the line. And I'm glad that I can bring it to you lot. This is, yeah, it's the first time I've ever really got it out and looked at it properly and spoke about it. I'm sure in the comments you guys will have your own memories of this, but you probably got a little bit more knowledge about it than me as well. So yeah, anything you can add to these videos, especially these Rave Diaries and Tower Block Tale videos, anything you can add underneath in the comments to add more light to the story, you know, please feel free, that would be wicked. But yeah, one more time, big up Wow Enterprises, because this was a one-away, man. It was a very special thing. I mean, look, even there you can see the Keith Haring artwork underneath the word Rave. I mean, I don't know whether that's official, but yeah, that's the vibe. Very special. And yeah, I'm glad that I can sit here and bring it to you guys, because they were pretty rare, these things. They were pretty rare. So yeah, anyway, that is another edition of Rave Diaries and Tower Block Tales done. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment and like on the video, share them about and be part of the gang. I'll be back again soon with another story and another bit of memorabilia, another receipt to show you that we were there, man. We were there. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys soon. Peace and love to you all. Be lucky.